Good morning. Today's January 6th, 2026. Claim number and reference today is going to be 2093r075s. It's currently 48 degrees outside. We're going to be doing a repair attempt on this roof here. Here's the shingle in question. I have it outlined here. We went ahead and picked up the match that was on file. First State Farm, which is a GAF Royal Sovereign. We're going to go ahead and attempt to make this repair. First thing I want to do is what I like to always do, using my handy paintbrush. I like to just go ahead and brush the areas here. Show you guys there's no funny business going on before we start. As you can see, no funny business going on. We got this over here that we're already aware of. So let's go ahead and get this started. First thing we're going to do using our approved roof snake is get this unsealed. Just here. Okay, we're gonna have to go and get a plug it. We know that's unsealed. Okay. I'm gonna try to use my hands as little as possible here. Okay. Now this is very brittle, so I anticipate these nails are going to pull through a little bit. You can see we got some pretty serious granular loss already. Per the manufacturer, I'm allowed to lift these shingles up 45 degrees. I'm not going to do that. We're going to go ahead and do a fair practice repair attempt here and try to manipulate these shingles the least as possible. Just enough to see these nail heads here. All tear through. Here's the shingle in question here. As you can see, that's a pretty serious granular loss. The back of it's not terrible, a little bit of mat transfer. All right, let's go ahead and get a few nails that pulled through. All right, so the strike zone lined up here. Looking for about an 1/8 inch on these keyways here. So one thing I want to point out just before I nail this is the match that State Farm recommended. As you can see, the strike zone is lined up where it needs to be, giving it the proper reveal. We have about an inch overhang. That cannot be modified. In doing so, you're going to be removing the sealant strip from either the bottom or the top, whatever you decide to go ahead and cut from. Also, per R904-2, that's a non-compatible material. So we're going to go ahead and nail it up anyways for the intents and purposes of the video, but just want to make aware that that is not a proper repair. This shingle right here is already damaged, but we're going to go ahead I'll just go ahead and get this bottom one nailed up so we don't have to make this video super long. And then we'll take a minute to reflect. Get this cooperate. Get a few nails in it, like I said, so we can reflect on what is happening here during this repair attempt. Okay. One more tab. All right. So, a couple things to make note of here. Let's get this brush out. As you can see already, obviously, severe granular loss. This one was already damaged, we knew about that. Looking at the shingles above it. So here, as you can see, if you look closely, this shingle is already hinged. You can see the crease horizontally going across it. Light stroke of the brush shows that. Up here as well, crease starting to form. Actually, pretty much all of these. I mean, look at this. This one right here is hinging already. You can see the horizontal crease starting to form. That's a damaged shingle. This shingle that's damaged here starts here, so that's not counted anyway. So here's one shingle so far that needs to be replaced. Above it, you can see is the second one. Already hinging, horizontal crease. So there's two shingles that need to be replaced already. The granular loss, mat transfer, and besides the fact that the shingles themselves are non-compatible and don't match. In closing here, when it comes to the creasing, obviously, as I just showed, that's going to be a fail. Brittle test, that's a no-brainer. Also a fail. Every shingle we've manipulated is now damaged. Mat transfer, as I showed on the existing shingle, fail, and granular loss, as you saw, fail. Thanks for taking the time to view this video. Have a great day.